This is the Michael K. Show, everybody, every Monday through Friday from 3 to 7. How about this for a stat? Jin-Mi Wang today can earn his 50th victory, despite having a career total of only 238 strikeouts. That's 3.9 strikeouts per 9 inning. No pitcher has reached a 50-win mark with fewer than 250 strikeouts since Bob Stanley did it 27 years ago. And the only other pitcher to do so in the expansion era was Larry Sorensen. This is a guy who does not make you swing and miss. Now, how about this, though? Jin-Mi Wang has won 49, and these are from the Elias Sports Bureau, 49 of his 83 career starts in the majors. Over the past 50 years, the only pitchers to accumulate 50 wins as a starter, fewer than 85 starts into his career, both New York pitchers, Ron Guidry in 79 and Dwight Gooden in 1986. Each of them won 50 of their first 82 starts. So, pretty heady company. Now, the question that we had leading into break was, does this series or this matchup have less oomph than it used to because the Red Sox have won? And I think it might have a little bit less. I think it's still great because of the history to it and the fact that both teams are good and both teams are going to be battling for a playoff position. But I'm not sure it has the same electric feel on this end, simply because the Red Sox have come back from 0-3 and they've won 2 World Series in 4 years, so the desperate nature from their fan base isn't there anymore. Let's see what you're thinking. Chris in Hoboken, you're next on 1050.
Hey, Michael, how you doing?
Good, Chris. How are you?
Good, good. I agree with you on what you're saying about Wong, about not being an ace, being a typical number 2 on the Yankees, but I'm a longtime Braves fan living in New York, and especially during the heyday of the 90s when they had Maddox, Glavine, and Smoltz. Maddox and Glavine, and any 3 of them could have been an ace on any team.
But you know what? They struck people out, though.
Did they? But were they really known as Maddox, especially? Like, he always pitched low and, you know, got guys to ground out and fly out. So I mean, he was kind of like Wong, where he wasn't a strikeout pitcher, but they did get guys out. They didn't really have strikeout pitches. So both of those guys were aces, and they weren't really strikeout dominating pitchers.
But now, by the way, Chris, if you look at their stats, they strike out more people than you think. That's number 1. Number 2, okay, they might have been any of those 3 could have been aces. They've won only 1 World Series, because if you look at Maddox's postseason numbers. They're not that good, because he does not have that strikeout ability per se like a John Smoltz. Just look. I mean, Glavine's won some big games, but you have to be perfect if you're going to be that sort of pitcher that doesn't have that big, exploding fastball. The Braves have won 1 World Series with 14 playoff appearances. They should have won more. I think a lot of it has to do, you know, you look at Greg Maddux, how he pitched against the Yankees in Game 6 in '96. Didn't win big games because you put the ball into play for the most part. Although they had more strikeouts than you would think, Chris. We thank you for the phone call. Bob, in the car, you're next.